Welcome to Stocks to Watch, where we deliver the insights you need to make informed investment decisions. I am Munir Baraz, your business analyst and host. And joining me today is Saf Dhillon, President and CEO of Questcorp Mining, a Canadian junior exploration company advancing a two-pronged portfolio. This includes the La Union gold-silver project in Sonora, Mexico, and the North Island copper property in British Columbia, located near the past-producing Island Copper Mine. Hello, Saf. Welcome on the show.
Hey, Munir. Thanks for having me.
You're quite welcome. Saf, you've recently announced a flow-through offering and the closing of the final tranche of your private placement. How do you plan to allocate those funds once they come in?
Yeah, Munir. If you recall, the company actually completed its IPO. We actually had signed an option to earn in 100% on a property called the North Island Copper property. And the flow-through funds are specifically going to be going towards doing some groundwork, maybe some aerial, some magnetic surveying. And then ultimately, really, the plans are to get a drill bit on the property. The property's been drilled historically. We've hit some grades of less than 0.5% of copper, but we believe that it hasn't been tested at depth. And so I think at some point, pending receipt of the final exploration permit, I think that we'd like to get a drill bit on the property here, Vancouver Island.
And looking back at 2025, you've achieved quite a lot, especially on the exploration front. At La Union Gold, what milestones stand out to you?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Yeah, I think it's been actually quite a transformative year for the company. As I mentioned, we really came to trade or listed in early January of 2024, completed a fairly large financing earlier this year, 2.7 million, signed the option on the La Union property in Sonora, Mexico, and we've completed the first phase of drilling. I think it went extremely well, and we now have all the assays in the lab, and just waiting for the assays. Probably sometime first quarter of 2026, and I think it's been a very great year. We've hit a number of milestones, like I said, completing the financing, completing a first phase of drilling at La Union, and hoping to do the same thing with our second project at North Island Copper.
Speaking of which, what were also the key accomplishments on North Island Copper during 2025?
Yeah, North Island Copper, we didn't really do a lot of work other than we've got, some of the preliminary work out of the way. There was some sampling work that was done as well. Part of the technical team also did multiple visits to the property in anticipation of finalizing the drill targets. So I think you're going to see in the first quarter of 2026, once we get the permits, targets will be finalized and there'll be a drilling plan laid out. And I think it's going to be an exciting time for the company.
And speaking of which, also looking ahead to the future to 2026, what catalysts or milestones should investors look forward to on both properties?
Yeah, I think again, we've got assays at the lab for La Union. Property's never been drilled. There's been $2.5 million US spent on the property, and multiple work over a number of years, 6 or 7 years in total, by different owners and vendors, and including Riverside and now us. And with partnership of Riverside, Questcorp is the first vendor or owner of the property to actually have a drill bit churning. So that was a significant milestone. And I think the catalyst there is going to be, of course, the assays returning from the lab. And then, of course, the kickoff of potentially an initial drill program at North Island Copper on Vancouver Island. So we've got two potential big catalysts to drive some market cap or strength into 2026.
That's a nice position to be in. And my last question is, what makes Questcorp Mining a compelling investment opportunity in 2026 and beyond?
Yeah, I think I kind of touched on a couple of these points, but really having two assets in different jurisdictions, both very mining friendly. Vancouver Island, you see our neighbors, specifically North Island or North Island Copper, they've actually grown their company through the drill bit from, single digit $1 million market cap. They're now, approaching, I think, $750 million in market cap. They've got multiple new discoveries on their property. And I don't think we'll be anything like North Island Copper, but what that is indicative of that this region that our project, our copper property is, it's very mining friendly. There's been a number of discoveries being made, and we're hoping, of course, to have some good results from our initial drill program. And then, of course, La Union in Mexico. Mexico, historically and even in current times, is still making new discoveries, offering companies some really high grade new deposits, and mines are opening up all the time. So I think that Questcorp investors, they have a couple of things looking forward. We have a lot of things going for us. Fairly tight cap structure, two distinct projects, and potential for new discoveries in two totally independent regions of the world. So 2026, again, could be a big catalyst year for the company.
Absolutely, and lots of upside potential to catch for sure on those two promising properties. Thank you, Saf Dhillon, President and CEO of Questcorp Mining. Thank you for being with us today and sharing all of those updates. We look forward to seeing you again on this show very soon.
Okay, Munir. Thank you so much, and all the best for 2026.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.